letter has been sent to the Attorney General for India seeking sanction to initiate criminal contempt proceedings against BJP MP Nishikant Dubey for his remarks against the Supreme Court and Chief Justice of India Sanjeev Khanna. The AOR, who filed the petition before AG R Venkatramani under Section 15 subsection 1B of the Contempt of Courts Act, submitted that Dubey's comments are quote-unquote deeply derogatory and dangerously provocative. Meanwhile, the Bharatiya Janata Party has so far distanced itself from the controversial remarks which were made by its MPs Nishikant Dubey and Dinesh Sharma against the Supreme Court. Party President JP Nadda, in fact, in a post on X, has said that the statements were personal opinions and not endorsed by the party. Let me read out the lines from JP Nadda's post on X here. The BJP has nothing to do with the comments of MPs Nishikant Dubey and Dinesh Sharma on the judiciary and the Chief Justice of India. This is their personal comments, but the BJP neither agrees with them nor does it ever support such remarks. The BJP absolutely rejects them. He in fact further added that he has instructed both the leaders as well as the party members to refrain from making such comments in the future. Now, JP Nadda also reaffirmed the BJP's respect for the judiciary and called it an integral part of India's democratic structure. BJP MP Nishikant Dubey stirred a massive controversy by suggesting that the existence of parliament becomes irrelevant if the Supreme Court wants to make laws. In a post on X and later in the comment section as well to several news agencies, Nishikant Dubey said that if the Supreme Court has to make laws, then Parliament should be shut down. Dubey had also alleged that Chief Justice Khanna was responsible for quote-unquote civil wars in the country. His remarks come amid the ongoing Supreme Court hearing on the recently enacted Waqf Amendment Act of 2025. During the proceedings, the court raised several concerns about the certain provisions of the Act, including the Waqf by user clause. In response, the government assured the apex court that it would refrain from implementing specific sections of the Act until the next hearing scheduled for May 5th. BJP MP Dinesh Sharma and former Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh also criticized the Supreme Court, saying no one can direct Parliament or the President. Dubey's remarks come amid recent criticism of the judiciary by political leaders, including Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, over what they called judicial overreach. Not just the BJP, but Nishikant Dubey's remarks have now drawn sharp criticism coming in from the opposition as well.
A serious allegation has been made by a member of parliament against the Chief Justice of India. It is one of the important, very serious issue. Direct attack on judiciary. If this type of attack we never see. I think Honorable Speaker has to take action on these things. And court also has to take action on these things. Because this is clearly a contempt of court. Because now you have to understand, they are trying to threaten the judiciary also. They are trying to threaten the judiciary also. They are trying to blackmail the judiciary also. This is the most dangerous action on democracy. We have to understand that. And same way, the persons sitting in the higher authorities also doing the same way. One side you are praising the parliament. On the other side, you are not even allowing the discussion in the parliament. You are not allowing LOP to speak 1 minute in the parliament. In this case, for attacking judiciary, you are praising parliament. On the other side, in the parliament, there is no discussion, there is no debate you are allowing. You are making parliamentary also a mockery. Clear double standard.
तुम लोग ट्यूबलाइट हो, तुम लोग थम्स अप हो, तुम्हारे दिमाग में एक ही बात बैठा हुआ है, नहीं मोदी है तो खुदा है। अरे खुदा था, है और रहेगा उसी का नाम। आइन है और रहेगा, मगर इस तरह धमकी देना अदालत को, और फिर गवर्नर प्रेसिडेंट को बोल रहे हैं, उनको बोल रहे हैं अगर नहीं करे तो कानून बन जाएगा। अरे 142 क्या है प्यारे? 142 आइन का बनाने वाला अंबेडकर है। अंबेडकर में तुम्हारे से ज्यादा दूरअंदेशी थी। आप ये बोल रहे हैं कैसा बनाए, वो कैसा बनाए, हम ऐसा कर देंगे। मगर मेरे अजीज दोस्तों और बुजुर्गों, बीजेपी आइन पर एक फ्रॉड कर रही है और डरा रही है, रिलीजियस वार की धमकी बीजेपी दे रही है। मिस्टर मोदी, कौन रेडिकलाइज हो चुका है बताओ आप? सत्ता में आप हैं, आपके लोग रेडिकलाइज हो चुके हैं, इतना रेडिकलाइज हो चुके हैं कि कोर्ट को धमकी दे रहे हैं, रिलीजियस वार हो जाएंगे। मोदी जी, अगर ये धमकी देने वालों को आप नहीं रोकेंगे, देश कमजोर होगा और देश कभी भी माफ नहीं करेगा। आज सत्ता इख्तिदार आपके पास है, कल नहीं रहेगा इंशाअल्लाह ताला, कल नहीं रहेगा इंशाअल्लाह ताला। अब भारत का हिंदू भी जान चुका है कि वक्फ का कानून बनाए तो क्या मेरे को नौकरी मिलती। हिंदू जान चुका है कि मुसलमानों की नफरत को दिखाकर, मुसलमानों को डराकर वोट बटोरती आई बीजेपी। दिखाने के लिए कुछ नहीं है। 4.5-5% नौजवानों में बेरोजगारी है, उनके बेरोजगारी को दूर करने का कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं, मगर सिर्फ मुसलमानों को नफरत का निशान बना दो।
I think unfortunately some parties have created some misinformation and propaganda around the bill, and they have also gone to the Supreme Court to try and block the bill. Everybody in the country, and including in people in Munammam, know who has really worked hard to solve their problems, who has brought the legislation, and who in turn for the last 35 years has done nothing for their problems.
अगर लड़ाई झगड़े और गुंडागर्दी से देश के फैसले हो सकते तो अयोध्या का फैसला कई साल पहले हो गया होता। अयोध्या का फैसला भी तभी हुआ और तभी सबने माना क्योंकि देश की सबसे बड़ी अदालत सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अयोध्या पर फैसला सुनाया और सब लोगों ने माना। जिसे नहीं पसंद था उन्होंने भी माना, मुसलमानों तक ने माना। तो निशिकांत दुबे जो बात कर रहे हैं वो ये दिखा रहे हैं कि देश का मुसलमान तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बात तब भी मानने के लिए तैयार है जब अयोध्या का फैसला उसके खिलाफ आ गया। मगर निशिकांत दुबे जैसे लोग जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की विचारधारा को यहां पर प्रमाणित करते हैं, वो लोग आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक के खिलाफ जाने के लिए तैयार हैं क्योंकि ये लोग अराजक लोग हैं। इन लोगों की आस्था न संविधान में है न सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है। इन्होंने देश की तमाम संस्थाएं, चाहे वो सीएजी हो, चाहे वो सीबीआई हो, चाहे वो ईडी हो, चाहे वो रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया हो, चाहे वो इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट हो, सारी संस्थाएं ध्वस्त कर दी। सब में इन्होंने अपने येसमैन बिठा दिए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अभी नहीं हो पाया है, इसलिए परेशान है।
मैं माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर भी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करता हूं। जनमानस में एक आशंका होती है कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर जी ने जब संविधान बनाया तो उन्होंने जो विधायिका है और जो न्यायपालिका है उनके अधिकारों का भी वर्णन बहुत स्पष्ट रूप में कहा है। उन्होंने कहा है कि जो नियम बनाने का, विधेयक बनाने का, जो कानून बनाने का काम है वो विधायिका करेगी, यानी संसद करेगा, राज्यसभा करेगा। और वो नियम का पालन हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, इसके संबंध में जो भी मॉनिटरिंग है या जो भी निर्णय होंगे वो माननीय न्यायालय के अधीन होंगे। तो हर चीज अपने आप में वर्णित है कि विधायिका का काम जो था वो वक्फ नियम बन गया। अब कोई भी भारत के संविधान के अनुसार कोई भी संसद को यानी राज्यसभा और लोकसभा को निर्देशित नहीं कर सकता। और क्योंकि राष्ट्रपति के दस्तखत हो चुके, राष्ट्रपति सर्वोच्च है, राष्ट्रपति को कोई चुनौती नहीं दे सकता। तो ये बातें लोगों के मन और मस्तिष्क में आती हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि ये लोकतंत्र के लिए भी जरूरी है कि जो श्रद्धा का भाव जनता का माननीय न्यायालय के प्रति है वो बना रहे।
लोकतंत्र के लिए इससे ज्यादा काला दिन कुछ नहीं हो सकता था। आम आदमी का विश्वास सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है, सर्वोच्च न्यायालय में है, अदालतों में है। ये दो लोग कौन हैं जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हर ऐसे मिशन में लीड करते हैं। लोकतंत्र 4 पायों पर टिका है जिसमें 2 सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है, विधायिका जिसमें लोकसभा, विधानसभा, और न्यायपालिका जिसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट से लेकर नीचे तक अदालतें। अब हालात यहां तक पहुंच गए कि पहले आप विधानसभा में या लोकसभा में विपक्षी नेताओं को बोलने नहीं देते। बोलना तो छोड़ दीजिए, अगर उन्होंने अपनी विरोध की आवाज उठाई तो साक्षी है भाजपा सरकार की गवर्नमेंट के दौरान लगभग 150 सांसदों को लोकसभा और राज्यसभा से सस्पेंड करके कानून पारित करा लिया गया। अब बची न्यायपालिका, और न्यायपालिका के साथ दादागिरी, जिस भाषा का इस्तेमाल हुआ है, ये शालीनता की सारी सीमाएं तोड़कर ये दर्शाती है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का विश्वास लोकतंत्र में नहीं रहा।
Shifting focus to another development, AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi said that protests against the Waqf Amendment Act will continue until the law is withdrawn. Addressing a massive public meeting organized by the All India Muslim Personnel Law Board at Darussalam, the AIMIM's headquarters, Owaisi reiterated that the protests against the act would not stop. He in fact also drew a parallel between this movement and the historic farmers' protest that eventually led to the rollback of farm laws. Let's listen in from Owaisi himself.
कानून को तुमको वापिस लेना पड़ेगा। जिस तरह हमारे किसान भाइयों ने हमको रास्ता दिखाया, हम उसी रास्ते पर एहतजाज करेंगे। जब तक कानून वापिस नहीं होगा, भारत में पुरअमन एहतजाज होगा।
He further urged people to be prepared for a sustained democratic movement and called on them to make a personal commitment to the cause.
क्या आप तैयार हैं एक जमहूरी एहतजाजी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए? अगर आप तैयार हैं तो आप अपने आप से वादा कर लीजिए कि जब तक ये काला कानून वापिस नहीं होगा, हम एहतजाज करेंगे, हम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे, पुरअमन एहतजाज हमारा होगा। याद रखो मेरे अजीज दोस्तों और बुजुर्गों, हम अल्लाह जिस जमीन का, जिस जायदाद का मालिक है, उसकी हिफाजत के लिए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। हम अल्लाह के घर की हिफाजत के लिए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। हम औलिया अल्लाह के आस्थानों की हिफाजत के लिए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। हम अपने ईदगाहों की हिफाजत के लिए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और याद रखो, इंशाअल्लाह ताला अल्लाह हमारी इस कोशिशों को कबूल करेगा। अल्लाह।
The protest organized by the All India Muslim Personnel Law Board or AIMPLB witnessed participation from several religious and community leaders as well. Heading down south to the state of Karnataka now, in what is clearly an effort at allaying security and safety concerns, Indigo Airlines has released a statement regarding an on-ground collision that took place inside Bengaluru Airport on the 18th of April. In its statement, the airline has said, and I'm going to quote the lines from the statement here, that we are aware of the ground incident at Bengaluru Airport involving a parked Indigo aircraft and a third-party ground vehicle. The investigations are ongoing and all necessary action shall be initiated as required. The incident took place on the 18th of April at approximately 12:15 in the afternoon when a minibus operated by a ground handling agency collided. In fact, a ground handling agency collided with a stationary Indigo aircraft at Kempegowda International Airport. There were no injuries reported, but it did raise some serious concerns about the safety, which prompted airport authorities to release a press statement in which it explained that, and I'm going to continue the statement here, all necessary protocols have been promptly followed in coordination with relevant stakeholders. The safety and security of our passengers, airline partners and airport personnel remain our highest priority. That's the word that has come in from the spokesperson of Kempegowda International Airport of Bengaluru. Moving on, Jammu and Kashmir's Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has taken to his social media profile to express his frustration after his flight from Jammu to Delhi was diverted to Jaipur late Saturday night. In fact, while sharing a selfie from Jaipur airport at around 1 a.m., Omar Abdullah wrote on X, and I'm going to quote the lines from his post here. The Delhi airport is a bloody shit show. Excuse my French, but I'm in no mood to be polite. After 3 hours in the air, our flight was diverted to Jaipur. So here I am at 1 in the morning, standing on the aircraft steps trying to get some fresh air. I have no idea when we'll be taking off from here. Now, the Chief Minister's post certainly reflects growing passenger dissatisfaction over repeated delays and diversions at the Delhi airport. Shifting focus to the state of Maharashtra, 20 years after Raj Thackeray parted ways with Shiv Sena to form the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, or his party MNS, the cousins Raj Thackeray and Uddhav Thackeray are now discussing what they term a potential reunion for the greater good. Both parties are currently at their weakest, and this move is seen as their final chance to revive their relevance in the state as they express their readiness to set aside their minor differences for the larger interest of the people of Maharashtra. Speaking to a set of reporters, Raj Thackeray has said, and I'm going to quote the leader here, that the disputes and fights between Uddhav and me are minor. Maharashtra is much bigger than all of that. These differences are proving costly for the existence of Maharashtra and the Marathi people. Coming together is not difficult, it's a matter of will. It's not just about my desire or selfishness. We need to look at the bigger picture. All Marathi people across political parties should unite and form a single party. If Maharashtra wants us to come together, let Maharashtra speak up. I don't let my ego get in the way of such matters. Then reacting to this, Uddhav Thackeray has also said, I'm going to quote Uddhav here, that I'm ready to put aside petty disputes. I appeal to all Marathi people to unite in the interest of Maharashtra. But there is a condition. When we pointed out in Parliament that industries were being shifted to Gujarat, if we had united then, we could have formed a government that worked for Maharashtra. We cannot keep switching sides, supporting them one day, opposing them the next, and then compromising yet again. Anyone who acts against Maharashtra's interest, I will not welcome them, invite them home, or sit with them. Let this be clear first, and then let us work together for Maharashtra. In fact, Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackre's faction MP Sanjay Raut has also reacted on the same development and has said, and I'm going to quote Sanjay Raut here, that Raj Thackeray and Uddhav Thackeray both are brothers. We have been together for years. Our relationship has not broken. Both brothers will decide about the alliance. We have accepted that Uddhav ji said for Maharashtra, if we MNS and Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackere faction need to come together, we will. Uddhav ji has never talked about any terms and conditions. Uddhav ji said that there are a few parties who claim to be well-wishers of Maharashtra, but they are enemy of Maharashtra. They broke Balasaheb's Shiv Sena to attack the pride of Maharashtra, and with such parties we should not have any relations, and then only we can be two Maharashtrians, and this is not a condition but the feelings of the people of Maharashtra, and this is what Uddhav ji has also said. Moving on to another development, evidence hearing in former MP Prajwal Revanna's rape case will begin from April 23rd. Meanwhile, the court has granted permission to view the digital evidence collected by the SIT in the case on Monday in the video conference room. This order was given by Special MP MLA Court Judge Santosh Gajanan Bhatt. During the viewing of video, IT expert on behalf of Prajwal Revanna investigation officer or assistants will be present. Prajwal Revanna's lawyers had sought permission to view the video as well. Bail plea of the former MP has already been rejected. Court has rejected the bail plea of Prajwal Revanna in another case as well. The Karnataka High Court has relisted Prajwal Revanna's bail plea in a sexual assault case to April 28th. Moving on, Tamil Nadu BJP President Nayanar Nagetharan has accused the DMK government of tapping the phone calls of BJP leaders, including his. Speaking to party cadres on his first visit to Coimbatore after taking charge as the BJP state president, Nagetharan warned party workers to be more cautious. What is the conversation between us and who are we talking to? These are being monitored. BJP party cadres should remain cautious while taking calls, especially since Home Minister Amit Shah recently visited Chennai, revamped the party and announced the alliance within a day. That's the warning that has come in from Nayanar, who is the BJP state president for Tamil Nadu. Moving on, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MP Stalin came down hard on Governor R Ravi, saying that the power of a governor is only that of a postman between the state as well as the union governments. In fact, in a very recent interview, Stalin spoke on the Supreme Court's order giving assent to 10 bills that were pending before the governor after they were passed by the Tamil Nadu legislature, delimitation and benefits of two-language policy. MP Stalin said Supreme Court's ruling has clarified that the authority of the legislature cannot be crippled. Stalin said, and I'm going to quote him here, that I made an announcement in the assembly about the recent Supreme Court's verdict with pride. The Supreme Court has validated DMK's stand that the power of a governor is only that of a postman between the state and the union governments. In a democracy, it is the government elected by the people that holds the power to legislate. The position of governor, which is an appointed post, is only an honorary one. Moving on, latest on firing case on former Don Muthappa Rai's son Ricky Rai has just come in. Police will record Ricky Rai's official statement today. His testimony, in fact, is also expected to play a very central role in the investigation. Ricky Rai, the son of former underworld Don Muthappa Rai, is currently recovering in a private hospital after a recent firing incident that transpired outside of his residence. His condition is reported to be stable as of now. Following a surgical procedure which was performed on him yesterday, Ricky has now been shifted to a hospital ward for further recovery. Statements of Ricky Rai's car driver Basavaraj and his gunman have already been recorded. Driver Basavaraj had named 4 individuals in his complaint and claimed that these names were mentioned to him only by Ricky Rai himself. Hence, the authorities are hopeful that Ricky's direct statement could in fact also shed more light on the incident, providing further clarity on any previous conflicts, financial dealings or potential threats. Now, it remains to be seen whether Ricky Rai received any sort of warnings or threatening calls prior to the attack. His testimony is also expected to play a central role in the investigation, and it might help the police gather further significant leads. If preliminary evidence is found against the accused, the police are likely to proceed with questioning. Moreover, if the person who fired the shots is apprehended, the course of the investigation could also take a decisive turn. With that, it's a wrap from my side as of now. Do stay tuned to News 9. Big news and headlines will continue here on the other side. Thanks for watching so far.